Was your Tyler's back with the long-awaited WWE 2K24 review. Um, this is a damn good game. This is basically the SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 of the resurgence of the 2K games, because, right? Like, what I mean, the resurgence of it, it's after the disastrous 2K20. It did like that it came out, like, almost a week ago. A week before, 2 days from now, my 26th birthday. Because you will see the Clash of the Bells, but I have a little plot twist for that match. You will not see it until it happens. Um, this game is like, I just beat the Women's My Rise now, but I'll save all that when we get to that. Basically the controls are basically the same. There are new matches. And trust me, there's not one new match type. There's technically 4. That is special guest referee returning, thank goodness. There's a casket match. We haven't seen that since SmackDown 2 Know Your Role. And an ambulance match on the main consoles. That's the first time we've seen that. There's also a gauntlet match. And also there's War Games also. Elimination Chamber. We know about those. There's also super finishers. What are those? Well, they're different from the current like finisher. Like if you have 3 finisher stored, you could do like the punt for Randy Orton or a leap and tombstone for Undertaker, or those. Also, finally, we got real referees. Why do we need that? Charles Robinson, Chad Patton, those guys. Oh my god, I have been begging 2K to get real referees in the game. Well, unfortunately, there's still those stupid generic referees. So, like, you couldn't just have, like, why couldn't they have just kept, like, you can still do those referees, the real referees, but put them in, like, the other shirts, like the old school ref shirt. But there's a plot twist. Charles Robinson does have the SmackDown ref shirt, so if you choose him, so at least that's a one thing. But why couldn't you have Chad Patton have like the old school ref shirt with the old WWE logo, or John Cone with the ECW ref shirt? But no, you have to put stupid generic referees. Let's get the showcase out of the way quickly. The WrestleMania one. Not a fan of that mode, I'm being honest here. It has to go, okay? They chose, like, why do we have to use... But here's what I mentioned yesterday with my best and worst of WrestleMania with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was removed from playing as him outside the showcase mode and the My Rise mode because the thing with Vince McMahon, and he's in it, but you cannot use him either because who wants to use Vince? But being of that, why the hell do we have to do the streak break at WrestleMania 30? Nobody wants to do that. And again, if anybody full time in 2014 should have broken the streak, it should have been Bray Wyatt. But no, it had to be fucking Brock Lesnar, who was a part-timer. Moving on from that. But yeah, they chose stuff from WrestleMania 3 to 39. It's just and what this makes me so irritated about it is put them in separate corners, like Northwest corner or Southwest corner. Like, who the fuck cares what corner it is? That's my big gripe about it. And then the final match is a Royal Rumble match, basically. 2K, just get rid of this mode next year, okay? There's a My Faction mode, which you can actually use the My Faction characters outside the My Faction mode, which is basically a 2009 version of Sheamus. So they finally listen to their audience, finally, but it's my faction, and it's just lame mo, basically. A lame, like, thing, basically. Now, they did include the Fiend Bray Wyatt. I mentioned it in my Raw, like, a month ago, actually. I think I mentioned it in my WrestleMania Arcade game review. That was the last video game review I did. Um, there's also now there is Universe mode. It's basically the same thing. Although there are some different cutscenes. I didn't play it yet. There's also My GM. I didn't play that much. But you can choose ECW as a brand now. There's creation modes, create a wrestler, create an arena, create a show. It's basically the same thing. There's a new one, create a sign, which is brand new to this. Well, it's return, basically. Also, you could do, like, multi-person backstage fights, which I didn't did that yet. Again, I'm just getting used to it. Now, did I did all those? There's also a training mode which you do when you booted up the game the first time, which I'm not going to talk about that. Now let's get to the big one, which I'm going to talk about right now. The My Rise mode, aka the career mode. There are two stories in this game for men and women. The men's side is undisputed. I'll get the men's one first, and then the women's, because that one is batshit insane. So in the men's version, SummerSlam's main event was supposed to be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. That's kind of funny. This year it's Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes again. However, Roman Reigns decided to vacate his WWE Championship and go off to Hollywood. And now your character is called the Dark Horse by William Regal, which he's the Raw general manager. And I want you to guess who's the SmackDown general manager in this mode. The Miz. This is the second time that The Miz was the general manager of SmackDown. The first time was WWE 12. And also, Randy Orton was the GM of Raw and SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 and disastrous 2K20. The less I said about that, the better. So William Regal calls you the Dark Horse. So you win this tournament defeating Cody Rhodes at the end thanks to Roman Reigns. And Roman will appear sporadically after you beat Kane in a casket match where Roman said, "You're just a tenant, I'm the landmark." You will not face Roman for 3 years because this storyline fast forward a lot. You face Seth at WrestleMania, although if you chose not to be with Miz, you face Logan fucking Paul at WrestleMania, which thank God you beat him because nobody will want to see his fucking dumb face. But you lose to Cody's team at War Games. You have a title unification match at the Royal Rumble. And then you're supposed to face Montez Ford at WrestleMania, but then Roman Reigns took a big of his Hollywood money to Minnesota, and I was like, is this Brock Lesnar? And it was Brock Lesnar. You face him at night one. You get the Bloodline reunion. You beat Brock at WrestleMania. Unplayable Brock Lesnar, rather. He's basically getting the hurricane treatment from SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. But then Roman Reigns comes back after 3 years in Hollywood and wants he wants his WWE Championship because you almost broke Roman's record in the game. So you beat Roman at Night 2's WrestleMania, and you did broke Roman's record by the end of midnight, according to Michael Cole on the commentary. So yeah. The men's one was fine. I'm gonna get to the women's side now because I beat it a few moments ago. Your character is basically the captain of a custom-made show like TBD. I don't know what that stands for, But then you get a dirty tryout, and Regal was impressed with you and signed you to Raw. So there's a lot of batshit insane moments like you're possessed. You possess Finn's demon persona. You take souls like it's this Mortal Kombat or something. And then it's with some weird creature, and then you're a Hollywood star. Then you're Ripley's protege, but then she betrays you. And then you became acting GM, and then you win the Women's World Championship from who else but Bianca Belair? Well, also, if you chose Mrs. Side, Becky Lynch is the WWE Women's Championship, so there are more title victories that didn't happen. So, if I ever do a part 2 of that, I'll go into full detail about those. You win the Women's World Championship, but then you're signed to TBD for life, but then your contract expires and you face Becky at WrestleMania, and that's how the women's side ends. I know it's not a lot, but there's a freaking, like, possessed storyline is one of the weirdest storylines in the game. But then again, it's a video game. It's supposed to be fantasy, okay? But yeah. Crazy storylines, but I think that's all I have to say about this game. And it's a full-length video. Great game. Hopefully next year will be even better, but I give this what I gave last year. Forgot. 8.5 out of 10 I would give this. The only reason why is because the showcase mode was not good. Although it is cool to see you replay Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, but I don't want to replay the stuff from last year's WrestleMania, but yeah. So, yes, that's all I have to say about it. Now, next game review, let's see. Let's do the first of 2 SmackDown games, rather. Yeah. With this one. Okay. The first 2 SmackDown games we're going to talk about next. So, yeah. Like this video, comment down below. Tomorrow I'll do my live review of Raw. And we don't know about that. So like this video, comment down below, subscribe to this channel right here and click the notification bell, as well as my secondary channel, Tyler's Retro Reviews. Subscribe and click the notification bell on that one, so this Thursday you will see WrestleMania 20 on the 20th anniversary of it. Yeah. Bye-bye.